Hey everyone, welcome to the show. Welcome to another breaking news. P Diddy just been arrested. P Diddy just been arrested. Okay. Uh, so rapper Sean Diddy Combs is the subject of what appears to be a sexual assault case, according to TMZ. The music mogul Diddy Combs is not being investigated by the New York City Police Department as he faces his lawsuit from his ex-girlfriend Cassie over alleged abuse. The rapper, who is 54 years old, was originally reported as being a subject of a police probe, but the NYPD have since clarified that this is not the case. Diddy's former girlfriend, Cassie, filed a lawsuit in Manhattan Federal District Court in which she accused him of rape and repeatedly physical abuse. She said that the music producer allegedly controlled and abused her for decades, as well as supplying her with drugs, beating her, and forcing her to have sex with multiple male prostitutes while he watched and recorded. The pair met in 2005, when she was just only 19 years old, and split. They split up in 2018. So this was going on for a long time, decades. Diddy has denied all of the outrageous allegations. Okay. At the time, right now, he's been arrested, taken under custody from the police department. It emerged on the same day as Diddy's former girlfriend, Cassie, filed this case on him. And make sure y'all hit that like button as you enter in. Okay. Cassie said the music executive allegedly controlled and abused her for decades, as well as, plying her with the drugs and everything. Okay. So this is the documents of the court documents. We're going to take a look at that a little bit closer so we can read a little bit of that. Now, Cassie, she's 37 years old. And Thursday, what's today? No, okay. So anyway, she's 37 years old. She filed a federal lawsuit on Mr. Combs. In the documents, it's very, very horrific. She suffered horrific encounters, she said. He allegedly hired a man and brought him to his home in Los Angeles to engage in sex acts with Cassie. Mr. Combs directed, Mrs. Ventura, which is Cassie, to perform sexual acts with these men while he watched and recorded, as the lawsuit states, as he masturbated while he directed Cassie and the man to do specific sexual acts. The entire counter listed, and it goes on for multiple days. She was allegedly required to dress up in lingerie, wear white nail polish to contrast with the skin of the black sex workers, and cover herself in oil. Cassie claimed Diddy got drunk during a freak off, one of his freak off parties around March 2016 and punched her in the face, leaving her with a black eye. She said she tried to leave the hotel room when he fell asleep, but woke up and began screaming at her. He allegedly grabbed her, took the glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her, causing glass to just crush around them as she ran to the elevator to try to escape from P. Diddy. Okay. Now, these are the documents right here. Says he punched and kicked her. He left her with bruises on her leg, a busted lip, black eye. She was bleeding. He blew up a man's car earlier. He learned that he was interested in Mrs. Okay. He was romantically. He blew up a man's car when he learned that a man was like romantically interested in Cassie. So he blew up his car. He forced Cassie to engage in these acts and so on and so on. Okay, so here's the documents. And you can read all that if you like. Okay. The lawsuit states that the music executive, who she first met as a teenager, told her it would turn him on if she saw her with another man. Let's say that. Okay. Now, they met in 2005 when she was just 19 years old. Yeah, that's pretty sad. Like, and she's a beautiful, beautiful lady. I was wondering, like, what happened to Cassie? He turned that poor girl out. He turned her out bad, man. Cassie also claims Diddy threatened to suppress her music if she did not obey his violent orders. He also paid her cars, he paid for her apartments, and had access to her personal medical records. So Diddy probably get these music artists when they're a lot younger. You see him with Justin Bieber doing this type of stuff. Okay. They get them young. And then back in the 90s, things was a little bit different in the 90s. You can get away with this stuff way more easier in the 90s. Okay. All right. So, she's seeking damages and whatnot on Mr. Combs. And we're going to get into a little video. Some confessions. These are my confessions. Okay. Oh, this is in the 90s. This is Depp's murder confessional. Let's see what he had to say about Diddy.
This might
Yeah, I heard Diddy was paying people to put drugs in their butt and travel it to different parts of the world. They raided his home. But we're gonna watch this little news clip real quickly here.
For my actions in that video.
Ventura's message on domestic violence comes as another lawsuit was filed this week in Manhattan federal court. Former model Crystal McKinney claims she had dinner with Combs in 2003 and later on the same night was attacked in his recording studio after being pressured by him to smoke and drink. McKinney says once she was intoxicated, Combs forced her to perform a sex act. She says she then lost consciousness before waking up in the back of a cab. This lawsuit is the latest in a string of others accusing Combs of sexual abuse. He has previously denied any wrongdoing, but now some New York City Council members say Combs' key to the city should be yanked. Mayor Eric Adams says there's a panel working on recommendations.
We've never removed the key from anyone before. We want to make sure we do it right because now we're going to set precedent, and we want to make sure we're going to do it right.
And Combs has not responded to our request for comment on this latest lawsuit.
Okay, thank you for keeping up on the details for us, CB.
Thanks, CB.
Y'all leave a comment down below. Let me know. Should P. Diddy's keys be yanked from the city? He could be facing lifetime in prison. Let me drop the link and see if anybody want to hit the panel and let me know, what's really going on. If you want the floor for a little second, I'm going to drop the link. It's open panel. Hit the link. I know DJ Academics is live on this topic right now as well. And yep, so there go the link. Let me know. Do y'all know more details about this P. Diddy? He's just been arrested tonight. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for tapping in, and I'll see you on the next reaction. All right. This is Hustle Kelly, and I'm out.